everyone, I'm Manna. This is Momo. I don't see Loki on the tree anymore. Oh, no, she's up there. She is up there. She's napping. And then Mario's behind me over here. Arya is somewhere. Hanging out with his dad, I assume. When we last left off with the letter, we finished Ashton's chapter without dying. Yay! Hannah's possessed. And now we're starting Luke's chapter. So, yay fuckery. We can go ahead and read our journal updates here. Let's see. Alright. After a long, desperate run in search of a way out, the house calmed down for some reason. An exit was finally in sight. Waiting on the other side, however, is... In spite of the danger Luke Wright posed at the moment, Ashton lowered his gun and assumed an imploring tone towards the man he hated. Amidst the tense air, a voice suddenly echoed in the foyer. There, at the top of the grand staircase, stood Hannah Wright. Kinda looks like she's hanging, though. The way they drew this. Anywho, we will go ahead and begin Luke's chapter. Oh, there's Arya. A baby. Another long and exhausting day at work, and I still have much to do. Sometimes I wonder why I still bother. I can surely afford to retire, leave the business to trusted colleagues. Even if they make enough to only break even, I have enough money to last us a lifetime or 3. I could send 7 children to college if I had any. Not that I plan to. Me neither. We can agree on that at least. But the problem is obvious, isn't it? I don't trust any of the lot. It has to be me because they might get it wrong. I don't want to retire and suddenly wake up one day only to find that everything has gone down the shitter. Maybe I should hire McCullough as a personal assistant. She seems capable and trustworthy enough. She's an interior designer. It's hard to find someone who isn't trying to butter me up and trying to curry favor with me. I mean, fair.
Christ, I'm knackered. Who do I have to kill to have fewer problems around here?
Yourself. Sorry, that was mean. I'm not really allowed to complain. I chose this path. But that doesn't stop me from doing so as I throw my shoes off and let them land wherever they please. Petty, maybe. But there's a certain joy that comes with stepping onto the carpeted staircase with nothing but my socks on. Fair, you're not wrong. It is an oddly satisfying sensation. I'll accept no distractions. I can call up Shrokin for a sandwich, but that's probably it. I've got a suitcase filled with contracts to check over and sign before I can retire for the night. I'm also waiting for a call from Suarez for any new updates regarding the IT leaks, a real cause for concern. It's the reason there have been investigations on me. Had it been a new thing, I would let it run its course. But it's been going on for far too long, near 3 years, for me to just take on a passive role in the affair. I've only kept my head this far because I've managed to mitigate most of the damage with several favors. Blech. And some grand puppeteer to ensure the high-profile law enforcement and government officials keep me out of trouble. But who knows how long it can stay that way? Powers are shifting and the current can be unpredictable. This whole exit business is already shaking things up and upsetting the balance. It's only with great care that I stay where I am, but the smallest efforts can unravel all that I've done. Certainly won't help that I'm being accused of things, whether I'm guilty of them or not, because some computer chump thinks he can play a game with me. And well, shit, it'll be a miracle if I sleep tonight. Though that is hardly surprising news. But before I can even take a step into the study, a voice from the bedroom calls out to me.
Luke, darling, you're finally home. Why don't you be a dear and come in here?
And I hesitate for a moment. I do have work to be done, but I suppose greeting my wife as I get home is only proper. I've already been gone for most of the week, unless I needed to be here for work on the house. So, with a sigh, I head towards the bedroom. I wondered when this was going to happen. Actually, I didn't. I knew it was in Luke's chapter. I don't think I've gotten this before, though, because she wasn't possessed the first time I played this. The feelings that came to me as I enter the room are definitely mixed. For one, I'm somewhat floored by the sight that greets me. Then there's confusion. Exasperation is strangely there as well. And as to be expected, there is desire. She is a divine goddess, or rather, she is a horrible temptress. What man wouldn't be attracted by that? I guess they could be a sausage jockey. Ah, darling. But that is besides the point, and is not relevant to the situation I found myself in right now. This is nice and all, but why does she have to go and do this now, of all nights?
My love, the bed is awfully cold without you.
In her defense, I don't think she knows what you have going on. Also, she's possessed by a very possessive spirit. So, that. The matter of the fact is, I've never seen Hannah all primped up like this since our first year of marriage. There must be something special to bring on such an act. Our wedding anniversary has already passed, so it can't be that. Hannah's birthday is in April, and mine is in August, so can't be any of those either. So what in bloody blazes brought this on? Is Hannah drunk?
Why don't you just, take a rest? I'll be busy all night.
Is that answer too cold? Yes. I don't mean to be. She certainly doesn't look amused.
Come on over and stop being a boring old man. Work can wait.
Maybe I can entertain her, just for a while? It's a tempting idea. But no, I'll never get any work done that way. And imagine how horrible it would be to get a call from Suarez in the middle of a shag. That would certainly kill the mood and piss me off more than anything. Even worse if Kylie steals the phone from him, as the little ankle-biter is prone to do unless her father is locked in a room. Just thinking about the possibility is weird and turns me off from even trying anything.
I'm afraid it can't, Buttercup. But hey, it's Sunday tomorrow. We can go out for dinner right after. Somewhere nice like that Italian restaurant you wanted to try out?
Why don't we skip dinner tomorrow and eat out tonight?
A dumb hiss.
Whoa there, why don't we slow down? Looks like someone is in the mood, but hey, there's a time and place for everything.
The bedroom is the place, that's for sure. I grew up in a house where sex was a constant thing. It's just a thing that the body does, more or less. Sometimes it comes with social implications, supposedly. With paper-thin walls and a mother with that horrid job of hers made me think that way. Blech. Horrid job. I don't remember what his mom did. Was she a prostitute? I don't remember. But I learned later on that this isn't the case for everybody. Suffice to say, this is really odd. For her, at least. I'm quite sure she never grew up in a sexually promiscuous home like I did. She grew up with a well-to-do, normal, and decent family. And in the 7 years we've been married, she's never acted this aggressive about sex. We do it when the mood comes to that, but never like this. And when I'm in the mood and she isn't, that's about the time I go around town to have my back scratched. I've got nothing to be guilty of, I believe, as long as it's just lust and not love. Debatable. It's a good way to explain it, I guess. I'm just really confused and trying to come to grips with reality as it is presented to me.
Well, this is the place, but now is not a good time, darling. Like I said, I have plenty of important work to be done. Any other night, this would be great. Excellent, splendid. But not right now, okay?
I suppose if that's what you want. I can have my prince another time.
A chill runs up my spine as she calls me that again. My prince. Is she going through some midlife crisis? I know she's not the sort to play pretend with that sort of thing. Now that I think about it, this is probably some dream. Perhaps I've been exposed to something. Jesus, I've gone and fucked my own brain over. That could be the only explanation. Or at least, the only explanation my mind wants to accept right now. But if it were, I should probably accept her offer, no? But on the off chance it isn't, I shouldn't. Either choice fucks someone over, quite literally at that.
Yes, that's right. Another time. So if you could put your dress back on. It's really chilly right now, isn't it? You don't want to catch a cold if we're going out tomorrow.
Sure. Thankfully, she's done as she's told, which puts this strange episode to an abrupt end. Unfortunately, she had to put her dress back on so painfully and seductively slow. I suspect she knows the things she does to me. As much as I'd like to have the engine running, there are things to be done to make sure we can keep on enjoying a glamorous life as we do now.
I'm starting to think you don't find me beautiful anymore.
Ooh, those eyes. Those are not Hana's eyes. Those are dead. Those are very dead eyes.
Is that what brought this on, then? You are an angel. A goddess, Hana. Of all the flowers in this garden, you are by far the most beautiful and rarest of them all.
Okay, that was sweet and charming. I'll give him that. He does have a way with words. He's still an asshole.
Every bloke would want to be with you, and every lady would want to be you. I'm sure it goes the other way around, too.
I mean, Marianne had some strong feelings for Hana as well, so there's that.
I'm lucky to have you, and I don't know how you put up with the likes of me.
I think in my first playthrough of this, Hana and Luke ended up getting a divorce, and Hana ended up with Marianne, if I remember right. But it's been a while. And I don't have the VOD to look back on. I should have downloaded those VODs and re-uploaded them to YouTube because I hadn't started doing dual streaming yet. So, but I didn't. I thought of it after the fact. So, it is what it is.
I'm really sorry, darling, but it really isn't a good time.
I don't quite think little Luke is up for some fun just yet either. Not after the blow he had been dealt by a violent ginger harpy. That's right, you took a book to the balls. Doesn't hurt me to see her upset because of something I've done or said. It always does. Oh, sorry, it does hurt. Sorry, I totally misread that. That one was on me. One can't always get his or her way, though. At least society would like you to believe in order to soften the blow of disappointment. And I'll have to take their side on that, just this once. Pulling her in for a hug and a peck on the cheek, I'm quick to pull away before I change my mind and make it more than that. I can at least give her those.
Chin up and smile. You'll get wrinkles frowning like that. And beauty sleep helps.
Of course, my prince. I suppose I can do with the sleep.
The smile that lights up on her face is enough to make me forget about the oddity that has just transpired. I still don't understand this whole prince thing, though I'll let it slide for now. Seeing her with her golden locks and that silver dress, it almost makes her queenly, with due respect to her majesty, of course. Despite that, there's just something off. Yeah, her eyes and the necklace. She's not wearing her family heirloom anymore.
Hana, before I go, what happened to your necklace? The blue diamond.
Hey, he noticed. The fact that she seems confused feels off.
Whatever do you mean? Oh, that old thing. It's somewhere in the vanity drawer, I think.
And to be so aloof about it?
What? But wasn't that from your father?
It was a priceless heirloom, to be exact, handed down from one generation of Evans to the next, whether it be to a wife or a daughter of an Evans. I know that Hana treasures it so, especially after it was given to her with her own mother's passing. Then, what is with that ugly thing dangling around her neck? It looks more like a choking hazard than anything.
It was, of course it was. I just thought a change would be nice.
I don't think I've seen her wear anything else in its place. A change it is, but not an entirely welcome one at that.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Well, not that it matters, but I like the old necklace better. At the very least, we can have it cleaned and polished while you're not wearing it. Remind me to have that done in the morning.
Whatever you wish, my prince.
Right. You have a good night then, Buttercup.
With a shake of my head, I don't waste any more time than I've already done. Heavy suitcase in hand, I head straight to the study and dive right into the contracts. There's a whole stack of them too, mostly to do with property management. Nonetheless, careful work needs to be put into them, as with everything else. My attorneys have already checked them over, but I like to be precise. I'm not going to sign if there's even a single line I do not like. It's a long way into the night when a coldness envelops the room. I suspect, at first, that it's merely just the usual chill. Okay, the mirror is gone. But the heaters have been turned on as the strange sunny weather that's been gracing us as of late has come to an end. The door is barely open, just by a crack, though I shut it in case that might help. Satisfied, though not as much as I would have liked, the room still feels freezing. I make my way back to the mess of documents waiting for me at the table. Just a few more, and I can get that well-deserved rest, get out of this place and dive into warm comforts of my bed. Then maybe, if Hana's still up for it. Well, it's more than enough motivation. Parking my rear back on the chair, I begin my work with the last of the blasted papers, more than ready to be done with everything and turn in for the night. Only for another chill to startle me to a stop. And that's when I feel the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. Eyes boring at the back of my head, a brush of air just at the nape, and when I glance back, reflected in the lone portrait in the room, someone stands behind me. Just by the study door I closed moments ago, though I did not hear it open. Perhaps it is Hana trying to be sneaky, or Shrokin being a bellend of a spook as usual.
Do I really have to ask people to knock before they enter? Seriously now, this is anarchy, and I'll have you know.
I turn, but there's nothing.
Huh. Must have been a trick of the light.
Yeah, must have.
Oh, it is getting late, and I should really go to bed myself. Just have to finish looking over a few more contracts, and...
Yes, just finish signing these, and I can have some rest. Maybe arrange for a day off in the morning. Sighing, I steel myself for a long night of dry paperwork. Still, the feeling that I'm being watched stays with me all through the night. Okay, perfect. That is a great spot to end it. So, I'm going to call it here, and when we come back, we will continue with Luke's chapter. We are approaching the end of the game. I suspect that Luke's chapter is going to be pretty long, though. So we'll see what happens. I don't remember a lot of what happens here. I could have sworn that we started further back in the timeline than October 29th, but I've been wrong before. Hi, Maru. But I'm going to call it here. And I'll see you guys later. Remember to do something nice for a stranger today, who just might save a life. Bye! Hi, Maru.